Imagine standing on a snow-covered battlefield, the wind howling around you as tens of thousands of soldiers prepare for the bloodiest battle in English history. Swords clashing, arrows raining down, and men fighting desperately for survival. This is the Battle of Towton, fought in 1461 during the Wars of the Roses. A single day that changed England forever. But how did it come to this? Why did two rival houses, Lancaster and York, shed so much blood on this fateful day? Stay with us as we uncover the gripping story of this historic battle. The Wars of the Roses was a brutal conflict between the House of Lancaster, represented by the red rose, and the House of York, symbolized by the white rose. The battle for the English throne had been raging for years, with power shifting between the two factions. But in early 1461, Edward of York made a bold move. He declared himself King Edward IV, challenging the Lancastrian ruler, Henry VI. This claim would lead to one of the most devastating battles in medieval Europe. In March 1461, the armies of York and Lancaster prepared for a final showdown. Edward IV and his forces had already secured key victories, forcing the Lancastrians to regroup near Towton in North Yorkshire. King Henry VI, known for his weak rule, was absent, leaving his wife, Queen Margaret of Anjou, and her generals to command the Lancastrian army. With over 50,000 men ready to fight, both sides knew this battle would decide the fate of the English crown. On March 29, 1461, Palm Sunday, the two armies met in a fierce storm. Heavy snowfall and strong winds made the battlefield even more treacherous. The Yorkist army, led by Edward IV and his skilled commander Lord Fauconberg, used the weather to their advantage. The wind carried their arrows further, while the Lancastrians struggled to return fire. This early tactical move gave the Yorkists a critical edge. As the fighting intensified, thousands of men clashed in brutal hand-to-hand combat. The frozen ground became slick with blood, and the sheer number of soldiers created a chaotic and merciless battle. Men fought for hours, neither side willing to back down. But the Lancastrians had the advantage of numbers, and it seemed they might overwhelm the Yorkist forces. Just as defeat seemed inevitable for Edward IV, a game-changing moment occurred. The Duke of Norfolk arrived with fresh Yorkist reinforcements, turning the tide of battle. The exhausted Lancastrians could not withstand the renewed assault. Panic spread through their ranks, and soon their army began to break apart. What followed was a devastating retreat. The Yorkist army pursued the fleeing Lancastrians, cutting them down as they tried to escape across the River Cock. The river, swollen with melting snow and heavy rain, became a deadly trap. Many Lancastrian soldiers drowned, while others were mercilessly slain. Estimates suggest that over 28,000 men perished that day, making it the bloodiest battle ever fought on English soil. The victory at Towton secured Edward IV's claim to the throne. He was officially crowned King of England, and the House of York took control of the kingdom. The Lancastrians were forced into hiding, with Henry VI eventually captured and imprisoned. The brutal battle left a lasting scar on England, with thousands of families mourning their lost loved ones. Towton was not just a military triumph, it was a defining moment in English history. The sheer scale of the bloodshed demonstrated the ruthless nature of medieval warfare and the high stakes of the Wars of the Roses. Even today, historians regard this battle as a turning point that shaped the future of England. The Battle of Towton was a day of unimaginable violence, but it was also a pivotal moment that decided the fate of a nation. The echoes of this battle can still be felt in English history. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more gripping historical content. Let us know in the comments, what other historic battles do you want us to cover next? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next adventure.